them in the stream.
Hello, everypony. This is Radiant Sword, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. And we have a co-host.
For some unironic reason.
Yep, Chaos Lady 1997 is joining us as a co-commentator. Now, how do you build something like this on top of a cloud? Maybe someone lives inside. If so, perhaps we could ask for the element. It's worth a shot, Link. Alright, what, as you were saying?
I've joined because I sold my turnips already this week, and I have a large spike.
Yep. That's why I put in the dodo command in the description. Oh, it's you! I thought I'd never make it back here, but thanks to your kinstone, I did. If you're looking for something, go talk to the elderly woman on the 4th floor. The winds carry all sorts of valuable information to her. Yep. Oh, if it is an old Link. My quest to match kinstones has taken me all the way up here. I'm not sure you've noticed yet, but we're on top of the clouds. The Wind Tribe lives here. They protect the path to the Palace of Winds, where the wind element lies. Back to you, Chaos Lady.
So if anybody wants 342 bells per turnip, my island is open and ready.
Just comment the dodo code and you're in.
Oh. Do you want me to type it, or do you want it, or what?
Guess the chat can use the command dodo, so they can get the dodo code. And we got a kinstone fusion.
Sorry guys, still getting used to this whole streaming thing.
And what do we got? A hidden chest in Vale Falls. Oh, and if you use the gust jar, this man will be saved. If you didn't, then he's gone. Oh, it's Link! Thank you for your help earlier. I've got something else good for you, so here, please take it. And with that, we got a light arrow. Now we can fire arrows filled with sacred light. Yay!
Good job!
Thank you, Chaos Lady. Ooh, looks like we have another kinstone fusion. Oh, another gold snake in Caster Wilds. Looks like we found some sort of dormitory with a ton of kinstone pieces. Oh, up on the roof there's a huge whirlwind that can take you up to the palace. Ooh, this place is rich with kinstone pieces. Okay.
Meaning nobody has come to the island yet.
I'm sure they will. Welcome, welcome! Long ago, and then an age before that, our tribe abandoned the place you called the Wind Ruins. With our magic, we moved our palace up into the skies. We are the Wind Tribe. We have been watching, and we know all that happens on your surface world. We know a small boy collects elements to lift the curse from a princess. We know Avati and his evil acts. The wind tells us these things. The wind element that you seek lies deep in the Palace of Winds above me. With a blade that has been infused with the 4 elements, the way to the light force shall open. So it is told in the legends of the Wind Tribe. Batty himself may already know this. Surface dwellers are not permitted to enter our palace, but you are special. You may continue to the roof. Alright. There is a device in the palace that allows one to fly in the sky. When I get bigger, I want to explore the palace and find it. But I'm too scared right now. My condolences. Alright, Chaos Lady, you ready?
Oh?
For the next dungeon.
Okay.
Let's do this. We're gonna make the audiences proud. What an irritation! We found our way to the very tops of the clouds. And now we have to go even higher to find a floating palace? I can't believe what a long way we've come. And look how high are we. Don't look down, Link, and watch your step. It's a long fall from here. On it, Aslo. So welcome to the Palace of Winds. In other words, a dungeon in the sky. Ooh, thank goodness my bow is effective against the P-hacks. That's clever. Whoops! I did not mean to fall. Alright, split to 3. So what's been up to, Chaos Lady?
Just waiting for visitors.
Okay. Like what's going on in life? Like how's the weather? It was snowing on my way from work. Overall, the weather isn't too bad.
We had snow yesterday. Other than that, I think I'm going crazy by doing Hieroglyphs here in college.
Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen those bob-ombs. There's a fluffy cloud floating here. It looks awfully comfortable. Well. Question is, how are we going to get up the clouds?
Come on, guys.
Let's blow it up. And we're facing a pair of Wizrogues. Ah, the quartet of Wizrogues. And 6 Wizrogues. Fortunately, there are no mats for the Flame Lantern. And with that, we got the Rocks Cape. Jump with the greatest of ease. Hold the button to jump farther. Believe it or not, this appeared in The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons.
I never played that one.
I have.
My first Legend of Zelda game was Ocarina of Time.
Oh, cool. Thinking of streaming Ocarina of Time in the near future. Considering it's the 35th anniversary of the series.
Oh, why not?
Alright, let's push these blocks. And split into 3. Uh-oh. Good thing I got the cane of Paki so I can flip their shells.
Yeah.
There's a strong gale blowing here. Try not to get swept away. And hold on to your hat. You are a hat, Aslo.
Shouse lady. Said. Anybody?
Alright, the Kanapaki. Please note, this is only effective during the live stream.
What do you mean?
That on YouTube, the dodo code won't be valid. Anyways, that panel, I think if we stomped on it hard enough, it might flip over. You were saying?
I was just thinking, that makes sense.
The flip cages. They remind me of those from Super Mario World. Get out of here, Crow. Not interested in having my rupees stolen.
Sarah Quartz Productions. Said. What's the benefits for getting turnips?
In Animal Crossing New Horizons, turnips are sold every Sunday, and you buy them from Daisy May.
And you can sell them for a great profit.
Yep. Just check the Nook links every 12 hours.
And if you're not happy with the price, chances are a friend will.
Yep. It's amazing what the Rocks Cape can do.
I'm guessing SE Productions doesn't have turnip.
Because he doesn't have the game or the Switch. However, it's possible that he will get the Switch if his friends gift him from Amazon.
Speaking of Animal Crossing, my little cousin turned 8 today, and he is dreaming of getting Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Cool.
It's going to be his first ever Animal Crossing game.
Yay! Alright. Now this is an interesting puzzle. After splitting, the Minish portal appears like magic. Alright, Eslo. Make me small. Whoa, thanks to the power bracelets, Link can push the pots around even while tiny. Tiny but mighty, I tell you.
What about that king guy? Does that king guy have Animal Crossing?
I believe he does. King, if you're watching this, feel free to comment. Alright, back to being a normal-sized Hylian.
How tall do you think a Hylian is? Like, is it the same height as a human or
Sarah Quartz Productions. Said. Don't forget the background change rated.
Yeah, however, if I'm in dungeons, background changes don't apply.
What's he talking about?
Oh yeah, if you watch my previous streams, you'll probably know why I change the background every time I use the Minish portal.
I'd like to see that.
Sure. Oh, watch out for moblins.
Sarah
Adios.
Quartz Productions. Said. Oh, okay.
Whew. There are tons of turbines. I like the music of the dungeon. However, it's getting a bit repetitive by the end of it.
Radiant, I have news from Even Prime.
Oh?
Maple has moved in.
Ah, welcome, Maple. Whew. It's a good thing I dodged the crowd of Lucky Twos. Believe it or not, Chaos Lady, there are Lucky Twos in this Zelda game.
I'm not quite sure what they are.
They're basically Koopas riding in clouds.
But this is a Zelda.
There are other Mario enemies that are featured in this game, like Bob-ombs. It's quite strange to see two universes combine into one.
But it can also be very close.
Yep.
It's like a crossover.
Yeah. Like Super Smash Brothers. Under!
Oh, when all the pretty kiosks get together every year. You know, the All-Star movies?
Yep.
The pretty kiosks get together?
Yep. Even the Avengers.
Like screw Avengers, there is more pretty kiosks than there will ever be Avengers. And not only did they have all the pretty kiosks on screen at some point, but everyone had a run.
Yep.
That's sometimes even better than what Avengers.
Anywho, now here's another puzzle. 3 men in a base. In other words, move the base and split into 3. Whee! Uh-oh. Moblins and Ice Whiz Rogues. That's a deadly combination.
Alright.
Up! It's not often I get frozen by a whiz robe.
I should really change into my evening glow.
Oh, the red star foes. They throw bones at you. So watch out.
They sound like a skeleton from Mars.
Yeah, although they're not called dry bones. Ooh, big key already. No dungeon map or compass. That's odd. Oh, just kidding. There will be a dungeon map and a compass. Ooh, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm no good with heights. Wait, hold on. I think I see something down here. I guess that means we have to take a plunge after all, Agreed. Red alert! Meet the red Dark Nut. He's basically stronger than the other Dark Nuts. Trust me, he doesn't mess around. However, if you push him into the hole, he's gone. That's an easy way to defeat a mini-boss.
Yeah.
But before we go any deeper, there's one chest that I missed on my way. Come on, split gauge, charge up. Thank you.
You think King is still watching?
Well, he's part of the stream chat, according to the analysis. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Ooh, a kinstone piece. I made a joke about swimming in kinstones. Considering that I collected a lot of them. Now we wait for the platform to get back. Man, this waiting game isn't good.
Bad.
There are other good games. Ouch! Stupid bomb. And I messed up. Okay, good. The platform's coming back to me. That's good to know.
Sarah Quartz Productions said, "Sorry if I'm not paying attention to this. Trying to figure out how to solve the issue regarding Rocket League, and failing to launch the game via Epic Games Store."
Okay. Don't worry, Ceci.
Have you tried restarting it?
Good question. How much farther do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. After all, how much more could there be? Come on, Link, let's go.
Onward!
And we got Gibdos. Excellent. Finally, a
Sarah
compass.
Quartz Productions said, "Already reinstalled it, still didn't work."
Man, that was weird.
On Origin, there's an option on fixed game. Have you tried? Is there a button like that on this? If so, have you pressed that?
I'm gonna check what's over here. Oh, more P-hats to worry about. Man, I hate P-hats.
I hate sitting up.
I know that feeling. Whew, that was close. Alright, let's get the Rock's cape out so we can rock and roll.
That joke is overused, but
Sarah
it's
Quartz
still funny.
Productions said, "I'm looking at a video to see if what I'm seeing works."
Oh, I think I know what to do. Use Eslo as a parachute.
That doesn't sound nice.
What's up?
Using somebody as a parachute, that's not very nice.
Well, he is a cat.
But still, they have a name.
Yeah, expect to see something weird in a game. Ooh, too hot. Man, I hate getting caught in flames. And I'm gonna die soon. Ooh, that was close. Thank goodness for hearts.
Yep.
Alright. Now we can move on to the third floor of the palace. The design looks familiar. Nothing I know of. Uh-oh. More Wiz Rogues. Oh, all for a Kinstone piece. Up we go. Oh, Fire Wiz Rogues. If normal and ice aren't enough. Too bad they're immune to the Flame Lantern. And with that, we got a dungeon map. Oh, I hate Floor Masters! They're so annoying! I'm on fire! Ooh! How far are we in this dungeon? Wow! Believe it or not, there's a heart piece.
Where?
You'll see in a video, in a stream.
Man, I'm tired.
Oh. Oh. Not what I intended.
Is anything what you intend?
Oh, thank goodness. There's a heart. Oh. About the blue tutus. They're electrical. So it's best to attack them after you stun them.
Yeah.
Now those types of enemies appeared in the Wind Waker. I think I know how to solve a puzzle. Kaboom! Blow up the bomb at the cracked blocks. Using a bow. Uh-oh. Alright. The red portal is spawned, which means we're almost done with the dungeon. I think I know what to do.
Go ahead and do it.
All that for 200 rupees.
Is that a lot?
Yep. In game, you can have up to 999 rupees if you have 3 wallet upgrades.
How do you make that a nice, even number?
Good question. The nice even number. Uh-oh.
An even number. Called 1 million.
Ah. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't touch the bombs. If I did, I won't be able to get the small key. Sure, I'll blow up those bombs.
You see, I would subscribe to you, but that costs money, and I don't have money.
Okay. I'm sure there are other future followers who have money and would be willing to support my channel. However, if you have Amazon Prime, with Prime Gaming, you can subscribe for free.
I don't know what that means. Like, my parents have Amazon Prime, but it's my parents' account, so yeah.
Okay. Oh. Ah, stupid Wizrobe. Wizrobes, Stalfos, and Moblins, oh my.
Chows lady. Zed.
Are you still watching, King? Just curious.
I'm waiting.
All that for a kinstone. There we
Was
go.
that worth it?
I believe so. Because I'm aiming to complete all the kinstone fusions in the game. Ooh, another Balka big door. What is this madness? So that makes it the only dungeon with two big doors, with one of them leading to the boss. And here we go. Meet the Georg pair. Not the Georg from Majora's Mask. The Georgs that swim in the sky.
Thanks for pointing you play Animal Crossing.
Oh.
We'll do that.
Apparently not the Georgs. By the way, the female Georgs are larger than the male. In other words, the males are blue and the females are red.
Does that make sense?
Georg can be tricky to beat. You just have to dodge projectiles.
If the males are blue and the females are red, would that mean that the bisexual ones are purple?
That'd be interesting.
And transgender ones just switch colours.
Well, it's a good thing I have set the tag to a certain to LGBTQ to show that I support the community. Oh.
Important aspect.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, the blue Georg will try to interfere with you. So watch out. curses! There we go. We're on to the home stretch of things. Almost. Alright, the blue Georg's defeated. Now to take care of the red one. A guard! Hold on, this is gonna be a bumpy ride. What an epic boss fight! And for that, we got the wind element. The fourth and final wind element.
Said, whatever you do, don't die.
The wind carries
I
the
don't need
seeds.
funds on it.
The wind carries the seeds of flowers, scattering life across the land. The wind element is the embodiment of that power. We finally did it. We got all 4 elements. At last!
I don't think Radiant plans on dying.
At last! We've got all 4 elements. Let's go revive that sacred blade.
Yay.
And since I got the Rax Cape, there's more to explore in the land of Hyrule. And more kinstones to fuse. Back to Royal Valley again. And since this is a Zelda stream, what is your favorite Zelda character?
Mine?
Yep.
That's a toughie.
I like the Link as
Terra. I like Terra.
Terra. I've never heard.
Wind Waker.
Oh, Tetra. The pirate princess.
Yep. I just called her Tetra because that's how I pronounced it when I was in high school.
Interesting.
Sarah Quartz Productions. Said, don't have one myself.
Alright. Next up, Lake Hylia. My favorite Zelda character is the Link as he appeared in the Wind Waker. He's quite a comedian.
The facial expressions, though.
Yep. And he's a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He has been a recurring character.
I'm guessing he's the Toon Link option.
Yep. And of course, Toon Link also appeared in Four Swords Adventures, the Minish Cap, and Tamara Glass, Spear Tracks, and Triforce Heroes.
I played for a little bit, but then I lost the game.
Oh dear. Streaming Spear Tracks could be a possibility.
I've never been able to complete it.
That's sad. Anyways, up the beanstalk we go. Ooh, 200 rupees. 200 shells. And a piece of heart.
Woo!
Man,
How long do you usually stream for, Radiant?
I stream for between 1 hour and 2 hours, depending on how many side quests I plan on doing.
What's the plan for today?
After clearing the dungeon, explore more of what Hyrule has to offer. Ooh, another Kinstone piece. Sweet. And another. And 50 shells. Shell yeah. Wow, this tunnel is generous with Kinstone pieces. Here's a Yin-Yang Kinstone.
Yeah?
I wonder if Timon has planned ahead for Toon Link in case he digs. Almost there, Goro, but it's still just not breaking. Oh yeah, the Gorons. Never forget them. I had a feeling there were some Gorons in need of a little extra muscle. Well, I'm here to help. Hey, perfect timing! Alright everyone, together now! Goro! I'm pretty good providing a Goron voice, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Using the same voice as Daruk from Breath of the Wild. I would stream Breath of the Wild, however, it would take way too long to fully complete the game.
To me, a Goron that doesn't have a voiced line talks like tiny human, weak, ha ha.
It's like having a yak voice, someone.
Sports Productions. Said. And the wall is finally down for the count.
Yep. And the Gorons will reward me.
So, in these streams, are you allowed to get political?
I hate discussing politics.
Can we discuss that he's finally being kicked out and been replaced with somebody way more smart?
I don't see why not. From what I heard, he has a lot of plans in his 100-day agenda. Hope he exceeds our expectations.
I'm not American, so what does that mean?
That's a good question. However, he plans on combating against Corona, which
I mean, it's certainly gonna be better than what the silly sausage did.
Anywho's.
Yes, that's a real British saying. Silly sausage.
Fascinating.
Although I like to call him the silly orange. Or the annoying orange, just because he annoying.
Alright then. Let's see what the Gorons have in store. Hope they got some sweet reward. Okay, sure.
I'm just getting a drink.
Alright, speaking of, we got the empty bottle, the fourth and final one. I'm so happy. And there will be a Kinstone fusion from the Goron. However, that's after I fuse. That's after I obtained the final sword upgrade. Now here's a Tiki secret.
Sarah Quartz Productions. Said. 1. After all that. Wow.
Yep. That is a well-hidden piece of heart. No Kinstone. No Kinstone. I'm not sure if the Vassals fuse with me.
Said. That was anticlimactic.
Agreed. No Kinstone fusion over here. Oh, and since I have let the ghost out of the town, it's possible to talk with a Kuko and fuse Kinstones with it. Unfortunately, it has no Kinstones. But watch out for the Kuko ticks. They will mistake you for a bug.
Sarah Quartz Productions. Said. I mean the empty bottle behind the wall, not the heart.
Okay. Oh, since I unlocked Gorman, let's talk with him. What? What do you want? Why are you bothering me, kid? Huh? Oh, my name's Gorman. I'm trying my hand at real estate. Turns out, it's a total pain. Like right now, I'm looking for a tenant, you see? I walk it back. And I'm talking with someone. But the thing is, I can only rent to a woman, single occupancy. Too many tenants would make the place dirty, and they'd be loud. I like things nice and quiet, see? And this is all just too much hassle. If you find anyone who can rent this place, would you let me know? Sure. Now he can only right? Now he can only accept the oracles. Now who is my favorite oracle? I like Pharaoh.
Apollo!
Apollo?
Yeah, in Greek mythology, he's an oracle.
Oh, I'm talking about the oracles named after the goddesses of Hyrule. So if you select an oracle...
Greek mythology is cooler.
Ooh, I like a detail. Having clothes hung at the clothesline. Welcome, Link. I really love this house.
What made you pick that one?
Because if you pick Pharaoh, you'll get an item, you'll get a charm that will boost both your attack and defense.
What about the water one and the fire one?
They boost attack and defense respectively. So choose your oracle wisely. Now what's behind the waterfall? More shells. Once again, I'm swimming in shells. No Kinstone fusion from these guys. I'll build here, I think. Now, who would I fuse a Kinstone with? I'm sure I'll figure something out. No one's interested in fusing. Okay. Oh, here's another Kinstone fusion.
Sarah
From
Quartz
Brenner.
Said, no luck on running Rocket League. Dang.
Oh dear. I'm feeling really motivated now. I could probably build a good-sized house in a matter of minutes. Wow, really? Cool.
So Radiant,
Yeah?
what are you hoping for Festival?
Festival? What is that?
Yeah, Festival. With Pierre,
Never heard of it.
the peacock, peacock,
Oh yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. I hope she returns, as she's an essential character. As he's a recurring character. He is a recurring character. Oh, and I glossed
He's been
over.
around. He's been around since City Folk.
Ah, okay. Oh, I glossed over the treehouse.
Since Wild World didn't have holidays, he's been around since City Folk.
Okay. Anyways, we got a new character. Hello, I am Percy, Poet Laureate of Hyrule. And you are Link. Oh no, no. The pleasure is mine. I travel all over the realm, writing verse wherever I go. But here I am, returning after a long absence only to find the road blocked. It wouldn't feel like such a waste if I hadn't lost half my kinstone. When misfortune rains down upon my head, it pours in torrents. I think I may have dropped it in the inn I stayed at last night. I see. No other course than to put these tragic events to verse. I see stars beyond the rainbow, but I cannot reach them. Though the stone I lost is small, large was its place in my heart. Oh my! That fragment looks just like mine. It might even fit together. After fusing kinstones with Percy, a special event begins.
Have you ever thought about streaming Undertale?
That would be cool. Might have to make a subscription goal if anyone wants to see me stream Undertale. Oh, perfect! They fit! That's it, I got it now! The perfect verse! Apart or whole, these two are one. Two lost in broken halves, like me and my beloved. Apparently we have the Shakespeare of Hyrule cast of Hyrule.
What happened to our loop?
Good question. Anyways, let's see what this house is about. Oh, hi again, Percy. Oh dear, Link, won't you listen to my verse? When I finally returned to my home, sweet home, a stranger was there. I'm an extremely shy person, and I just can't talk to someone I don't know. So I had to put my feelings to verse. While I was gone, did you break in to practice your thieving art? Even if you rob my home, you can never steal my heart. Leave that to the phantom thieves. Dark room settles my soul, I say. Do not turn on the lights, I say. Well, ignore the warning and light the house up. Ta-da! Oh dear, you found me out. Don't tell anyone. And the monster gives you rupees. And you'll see Percy replacing the monster. Oh my, Link, thanks to you, I can finally go back in my house. It's been totally rearranged, but I think it's a good look. I put my feelings of gratitude to verse. The way made safe, I came back home to find me inside all alone. In my chest, my 4 heartaches, but for you I feel the deepest thanks. Oh, just a moment. My dresser is entirely stuffed full of those icky blue seashells. Would you like to clean them up for me? It's so smelly. please? You bet. And we got shells from the poet.
Does she have to make everything into a poem?
Well, he is a poet. Oh, all in all, he's an interesting character. I wonder if I unblocked all the trees. Sure did. All for the blue rupee. Alright, I'm gonna buy more shells. And then trade in for figurines. At the end of each stream, I trade in shells for figurines. And they're worth looking at them for the sake of lore. Oops, I did not mean to drop an item. There we go. Alright, that should be enough to trade in for more figurines. And of course I farm for rupees. And of course I farm for rupees off screen.
Of course you did.
Alright, it's figurine collecting time. Let's see what we get. Stalfos! Blue ones jump and red ones throw bones. See what happens when you move their heads with a gust jar. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Glad this game told me I've got to point out when I'm streaming. Now there are other games.
There's always tomorrow SC Productions.
Yep.
Always try again tomorrow.
At Lalan Ranch. This small ranch lies just outside Hyrule Town. Father and daughter team, Talon and Malon, run it. And they sell the finest milk in Hyrule. Lalan milk, anyone?
How many games has Malon been in?
Well, she's been in Ocarina of Time. And this game.
Sarah Quartz Productions said, right.
Ice Whiz Robe. They wield ice magic. They're weak against fire, so attack with fire for a quick battle. The Ice Whiz Robe. It kinda reminds me of Jack Frost, come and think of it.
Yeah.
Alright, what's my next figurine gonna be? Ooh, it's gold. Georg pair. Females are larger than males. They fly around the Palace of Winds, preying on adventurers. Alright, let's trade again. Ooh, it's blue. Karlov, the sculptor of finely crafted figurines. Many consider them the best sculptor in all of Hyrule. He enjoys collecting mysterious shells. Alright, what's next? Ooh, it's blue. Nairu. He's looking for a house in Hyrule to move into. He is descended from the line of oracles in the land of Labrina. For those who play Oracle of Ages, you probably know who she is.
Christ, it's cold.
Yeah, the weather is cold outside. Ooh, another Oracle! Din! He's looking for a house in Hyrule to move into. He is a famous dancer from the land of Hollow Drum. For those who play Oracle of Seasons, you are familiar with her. Well, you should be familiar with her. Ooh, 64! A lucky number for a Nintendo fan. As in Nintendo 64. Spookter and Spectre. Ghosts from the Royal Valley. The one in the blue cap is Spookter, and the one in the red cap is Spectre. Spookter tries to be scary, but he's just not.
There we go, changed into my night look.
Okay,
It's important to have at least 2 outfits for the day.
okay. Ooh, Lucky
One for the
2!
day, one for the night.
They float on clouds. They don't move, but they do grow lightning bolts. Steer the clouds with a gust jar. Or use the cane of Paki to remove the clouds from them. Why didn't Mario think of it in the first place? Business Scrub. Normally stay underground. They pop out and spit seeds at you. But if you get to know them, they're not so bad. So they're part enemy, part character. A blue egg. That means there's a character. Syrup. A wizard who lives in the Minish woods. He sells magic items with odd powers. He's looking for an apprentice to whom he can teach her mystic spells.
Why doesn't she try Elsa?
Good question. 67 shells. Like I said, I'm swimming in shells. The Wind Tribe, the people who built the Wind Ruins. They now live above the clouds, suspended by their own magic ability to control the wind. They remind me of the Jedi. Who's next? Bomb! They often gather in groups in narrow areas. Once activated, they go a little crazy. Take them out with arrows. 31 shells, and the probability is 63%. Well, gotta test my luck. Do I get a new figurine? I got the same one.
I guess it's up to you.
Oh, looks like you've already got that figurine. Too bad, isn't it? Well, I'll buy that figurine back from you for 5 rupees if you like.
That doesn't sound like a bad deal.
Alright, how many characters did I get? I mean, figurines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 3, 7, 6, 7, 9, 40, 4, 5, 60. 70.
So radiant.
80. 84, 85, 86, 87. 87 out of 130 figurines. So what do you have to say, Chaos Lady?
No spoilers, but what did you think of Fate the Winged Saga?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the original yet.
Yeah, neither have I. I haven't seen the little live action one, but I've fully caught up with the cartoon.
Okay. Nice house, huh, kid? It's brand spanking new, I tell you. But I must need another tenant, a single woman, like before. Or if you know any nice young good ladies needing a home, let me know. Man, I'm torn between Din and Nairu.
Go for the water one, she looks pretty.
Okay. Considering that I'm a blue alicorn. Alright. You can only have 2 oracles in their houses. Per save file.
How come you can't give all 3 of them a home?
If they were to remake it, I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure they could make it possible for the 3rd oracle to find a home. Just my theory.
So what does giving the water one? What does giving a home to the water one do?
They will give you the charm that boosts your defense.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
So that it's perfect if you tend to die a lot.
It's perfect if you're trying not to die.
Alright. Gotta check if Library has any Kinstone fusions.
By the way, I'm not sure if it's... Oh, there we go. I'm not sure... yeah, I just had to refresh the stream. I was stuck on a loading screen.
Oh, okay. So yeah. And you probably noticed how I changed the background.
Yeah.
Whenever I go...
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's the idea I came up with prior to starting the series.
Whoa, I'm a VIP? What does that mean?
That means there are benefits of being a VIP. The ability to use the VIP commentary, and you don't have to worry about slow mode in chat. Oh, and since I have the Rock's Cape, it's time to train with the sensei. Sensei Swiftblade. Aha! Yes! You have the Rock's Cape, and now you have acquired a new skill! Yes! I'm ready to train you again! So, would you like to train here? Please! Now I will teach you a new technique, the down thrust. That appeared in Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. First, equip your Rock's Cape. Second, equip your sword. Third, jump. Then, fourth, at your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes, Sensei. Yes, you see it, do you not? But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. Witness the Swiftblade possession technique of training. Possession!
A little over the top, isn't he?
Phew! Now you must try it yourself. equip the rock's cape and a sword. Jump! When you reach your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all. Yes! Fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. Alright, we got the tiger scroll.
Yay!
And there's one more skill that can be learned in Caster Wilds.
Really?
Yep. And that's
Do you just wait long enough, or does it happen at a certain time?
You need all the tiger scrolls. Here we have Swiftblade the First. Though my body may perish, I am still the true master swordsman of Hyrule. Swiftblade the First, spirit of the swordsman. If you train with me, I will teach you skills that are out of this world. So, would you like to train here? Please. This is a technique that only I have mastered. Only one who holds the sacred blade can perform the great spin attack. First, do a spin attack. Second, press the button repeatedly. 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 Do you hear me? That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes, Sensei. Whoa ho ho ho! But it's not so easy. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the spooky possession technique of training. Get it? What's this? Possession! Phew! Now you must try it yourself. Perform a spin attack and hit the button again. Like this. Yes! Fine work! You know the way. You have passed the test of Swiftblade the First with such ease. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review this scroll. This is it at last, the ultimate sword technique. Afterwards, there are kinstone fusions the senseis will do.
Really?
Yep. And yes, the Link does refer to Swiftblade as Sensei in the manga. I guess I'll claim my rewards in Royal Valley. Alright, let's split up. Get the lantern out. Because the Royal Valley is a dark environment. And I guess I'll use the same direction Stampede thought about. Left, 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 up, up, up. And then up. Unfortunately, there are no kinstone rewards in Cloud Tops, considering how enormous this area is, and it's easy to get lost as well.
Yeah.
Alright, go to Vale Falls, claim another reward. And then check with Tingle to see how many kinstone fusions are there in the game, left in the game. That's twice we've used our kinstones perfectly so far. Say, I wonder if this will make me turn into a real and true fairy. It will, right? You wouldn't lie to me now. Tingle, tingle, call and pop! I can't wait to be a fairy! 16 kinstones left to fuse. Sweet 16, dudes! Alright. And I guess I'll take Western Wood for the rest of the rewards. After that, I'll call a stream, and in the next one, I will complete the Picori Blade, so that we can save Zelda.
I'm just sad nobody came to my island since Zelda turn.
Oh well. Ooh, shells! I'll take them. Get away from me, Crow. I'm not interested in being murdered. Ooh, I hit the jackpot. 2 big red rupees worth 200 rupees. If they remake this game, the rupees worth 200 should be gold. Or silver.
Yeah.
Sarah Quartz Productions said, "Okay then. Sorry again for not paying much attention in this live stream. Got frustrated on Rocket League not launching."
Oh. Okay.
Hey, we all get angry at something.
Yep. Anywho. Alright. And since I have more time, I'm gonna buy more shells. I'm saving the 200 rupees so I could grind off screen. Alright. Next up, the figurine shop. And then we'll call a stream. Because in the next stream, we're gonna help with the Cuckoo lady get the Cuckoos that are on the loose.
Is that in every game?
Well, in Ocarina of Time, you don't have to worry about the time limit in trying to catch the Cuckoos. Pina, Hyrule's first fruit vendor. She hates vegetables, so she wouldn't even sell tomatoes, even though they technically are fruits. Freak. Ooh, 69 shells. Don't comment on that one. Blade Brothers. All these self-trained swordsmen have won the fighting tournament at the Picori Festival before. They see great potential in Link. Hope they see great potential in me as well.
Technically, you are Link?
23 shells with a probability of 53. I'm pressing my luck. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I'm lucky! Keaton. This thieving fox preys upon travelers and merchants. He may not be strong, but he will attack you very quickly. So be careful. And that does it for the Minish Cap live stream, so I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we will help Andrew get the Kukos, and then complete the Picori Blade. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please follow my channel on Twitch, subscribe for exclusive content.
Productions. Said. Right. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye. SC's out.
Yep. Like I said, subscribe if you like guide reviewing and the ability to use my emotes outside of my channel. And donations are accepted via PayPal. And if you're on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you in the next stream. May the magic of friendship light the way to victory. And Chaos Lady, would you like to do an outro?
See you all next time when he does an Animal Crossing one.
Yep. And please, and if you like to chat with Chaos Lady, she can post a comment in the end of the stream. Radiant Sword, out.